Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video with me, Mr. Cool Plays. As you can see behind me, today I've made a few Minecraft pet house ideas for your Minecraft pets, and let me just give a bit of a disclaimer. These are not survival friendly whatsoever. It was more me just going mad and making house designs. And if you're wondering which mobs exactly do I define as pets, I define these ones over here. I wouldn't really call, cows and pigs and sheep pets because you kill them. So when I say pets, I mean these 14 mobs, excluding the donkey and mule. They go under one as horses. We have 14 different houses, 14 different mobs, and this video is going to be split into two. So there's going to be 7 mobs in the first one and 7 mob houses in the other one. So you'll be able to watch part 2 soon enough. But in this video, we're doing the horse family, we're doing the llamas, turtles, dogs, cats, parrots, and bees. And the next video we'll do the happy ghast, sniffer, camel, panda, axolotl, LA, and fox. I've been doing a lot of building for this, so yeah, I thought I might as well just divide it up, yeah. And if you disagree with my definition of a Minecraft pet, maybe you're disappointed that there isn't some other mob in here, let me know in the comments. Perhaps I'll get to those mobs in a future video. But with that being said, let's start off with the first pet house here, and that's of course for our classic dog. Now this one is one of my favorites. It's also the one that took the least amount of time to build because the rest of them, yeah, they get a bit crazy. This is the only one I would expect you to like rebuild in survival if you wanted it. But yeah, this is just really a nice little dog house. I mean, it's actually quite big, you can actually live in here yourself. Obviously the bone is my favorite part on top of this. It screams dog house from a mile away. And we can come inside and see our dogs. So we got Doggles, Barkles, and Doggy Sparkles. I've been doing a lot of mob renaming in this video, so you're going to be seeing a lot of those. But yeah, I'll just let you have a little look around the exterior, nothing too special, just a nice little gradient on the roof. I think that really adds like so much to the roof, and then, a gradient there, a gradient for the walls as well. And I made this little trim with these trapdoors, just to add a little bit of an overhang. I didn't want like a big overhang. I just wanted just like a little trim. So I have the trapdoors here on the side, to give the roof a little bit of a border. But yeah, let me know what you think of this one. Nothing too special to say here. But I must confess, after I finished this build, I then noticed it really did have quite a lack of bark. So I fixed that in this second variant here, and I must say this is a lot better. It's old bark now, so it really is a dog house, and we got our dogs in here again. Yeah, this one definitely looks a lot better. There's more contrast and there's more variation of blocks. And of course, the main bit is that it has all the bark, so the dogs are really happy with that. But now moving on to another build over here. This is our cat house. And so I just felt that it was right that a cat would obviously be living in a tree because that's where cats like to hang out a lot of the time. So I've made a little tree house here for the cats, and you can have a little look inside. Nothing too special, just a nice little cozy room with a bunk bed here for the cats to sit on, and a chest for them to sit on, and some trapdoors for them to sit on, and it's just a plenty of space for them to sit, as well as a lovely fish on the wall. And I named these cats Sugar, Spice, Pepper, Salt, and Jelly. But of course, the main thing you probably would have noticed is the fire truck. I mean, I don't know how this started, this myth, because I don't think anyone's ever called firefighters to come save a cat, have they? Do they do that? Now, I'm not sure how many people have done this, right? But I think it is quite a stupid thing, to be honest, to be calling the fire brigade to come retrieve your cat from a tree. But we have it here nonetheless, and yeah, it's just a nice way of getting up there. I didn't want to do a casual ladder, right? So you walk in here into the fire truck. Oh, if you can get the door open. If I can get the door open, why can't I get in? Okay, you go up this ladder over here, and you go up this ladder over here, and then you can come in here. So yeah, I must admit this build is extremely stupid, but I love it. I love the fire truck. Even no matter how stupid it is, it's the best way. I couldn't do it any other way, okay? I got the idea, I had to do it. But right, moving on over to our next build over here. This is our bee house. And so as you can see in here, I've got a few bees. I didn't name them, I'm sorry. I just have a lot of them in here. And who names bees? Does anyone name bees? I mean, I guess you might name a bee in Minecraft. I don't know if anyone's named a bee in real life. I mean, I'm sure someone has, but as to why, I wouldn't know. But yeah, what this is supposed to be, if you can tell already, is some sort of a hollow log with a beehive inside. And I must say, this is probably a bit of a mess. I could have probably done a better job, but this is the best I could come up with. Also, the resin looks a bit like honey. That's nice. Nice detail. And again, when we look inside, you can see we have the cactus flowers here. They can actually be placed on any block whatsoever. So cactus flowers, they're really, really overpowered for this sort of thing. And the bees really seem to enjoy them, as well as the spore blossoms are amazing. And the honey blocks, of course. Oh, and I can't mention the glass panes. The glass panes, orange glass panes, oh, it just looks so good. You know, they add in so much extra detail. It looks like drooping honey. But yeah, there's nothing much to say about this. Just, you know, just a quick little thing I put together. So I guess we should be moving on over to our horse house over here. I guess I should say stable. And from the outside, I just want you to pause and look at what I want you to look at. See it yet? See it yet? Look at those glass panes. Oh, they're amazing. They're seamless. You can't even see them really. You need to pay attention, and they're so good because they're nice and brown. And they really add just this softness to the build, right? They make it not so jagged, not so, you know, rough, right? The transition to the wall from the roof is nice and smooth. I mean, just for extra context, let me remove them and see how it looks. Oh, it looks horrible. Oh, it looks disgusting. Let me put them back. See, this is such a massive improvement already. Yeah, glass panes are a really, really good way of adding detail to your build, especially like if you want to, you know, make some sort of a transition or a gradient. They've got your back. But anyway, if you look inside, we'll be able to see the real deal. And oh, this place is amazing. This is also one of my favorites. If I was a horse, I wouldn't mind living here. And as for the names of our residents, we have Dabbledunk up here, Hoofy, and Samuel, and they're really, really happy with their house. Right, you got Hoofy's bed up here and Dabbledunk's, and then Samuel sleeps under the stairs, because that's where the children sleep. They sleep under the stairs. And again, look, give me some internet and I wouldn't mind living in this stable, dude. I think it looks quite nice. We also have a painting of a horse here, you know, just to fit with the theme a bit better, and all the hay they could ever ask for. And yeah, again, for the exterior, I really, really like this gradient here, like from red to orange to yellow, and then to just this oak color, right? Oh, it's so nice. And from all the other angles as well, it's such a lovely build. I like it a lot. So moving on from this, we have our turtle house, and this one, yeah, I went a bit overboard with this. We have, well, a diving board, no pun intended, and we got this lovely building, right, all turtle themed, of course, nice and green. And I guess this is more of a hotel than a house. You know, we can call it the Turtle. I'm brilliant with these names. But yeah, again, this place looks so nice and lovely, and I wouldn't mind living here myself. We've got these lovely, lovely chairs for the turtles to sit back and relax in the sun. We've got a kids club down here, so we have a place for all the children to play and incubate. As I mentioned last time, we have a diving board, and I'm not sure if the turtles can get out of here, actually. I think maybe this slab is too much for them to get out, which actually isn't too bad, because, like, you know, you want to keep them all in one spot. You wouldn't want them to run away, right? And as for our residents' names, of course, I had to name them. We have Swimsy over here, Turtle over here, and down here in the water, what's your name, dude? What's your name? Shelly. So yeah, I'm really happy with this build. I'm sorry I didn't do the interior of this. It's just, you know, they're spending all the time in the pool. They don't want to be inside. And I got lazy. But the exterior is all you need. So yeah, moving on from this, we have ourselves, probably the weirdest one yet, but it's the parrot house. And I know from outside, it looks like a bit of a mess. I did put a little beak up there though, so you know it's parrots. But yeah, it just looks like a disco party and Christmas and a sock combined into one and gave you this. It really is very, very strange, but I really like it, you know, especially with the glass panes that just add in all this color. But the real kicker is inside. Inside, the parrots are lighting it up. They really, really love this place, as you can see. And they've got all these spots to, you know, just sit down and relax, right, and just be parrots, you know. We've got multiple layers, and of course a disco dance floor at the bottom for all the parrots to disco dance on. And of course the most important thing for any parrot is the jukebox. Let's get the music slapping, boys. So we'll move on over to our last house of this video. Again, we have more in our next one, but that's in part 2. So check out part 2. I'll leave it in the end screen. But over here we have ourselves a nice llama house. Or not really a house, it's more of a caravan. With, of course, our premium driver, Wandering Trader, driving the car, and the llamas are delighted with themselves. Just look how happy they are with their life. They're just sticking their heads out of the roof. They think it's brilliant, right? You can come in here and you can see they got these elevated seats. And as for the names, I was running out of name ideas. So we have Brad Spit over here, we have Chris Spat, and we have Baracko Llama. So, yeah, I was running out of names. But of course, you know, you can't go anywhere without bringing a bunch of hay with you as well. Wouldn't want to get hungry on the way. Right, like, never mind petrol. get the hay. And yeah, I just really like the idea of these llamas just cruising around, you know, enjoying life with their premium driver. And this one is a bit more down to earth rather than like, you know, what I made beforehand. They're a bit extreme. I would actually imagine someone could build this in survival, no problem. So that's all of the 7 mob house ideas that I made for this video. And if you want to see the other remaining 7, make sure to click on the video at the end screen. But that's been all from me, Mr. Cool Plays, and I'll see you again in another video. And bye-bye.